Alright, I'm just going to do a quick test 1, 2, make sure everything's working here. Alrighty, well, good evening and welcome to Dad's Gone Bad Gaming. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been live, but here I am, back again. And I did miss the most recent expedition, the Cryptic Expedition. However, I came back online this morning just to make sure everything was updated, and holy cow, there's a new expedition out. Holy cow. Wow, that is just amazing. Hello Games clearly has been busy. Now, the excellent part is that this is Expedition to Redo, Beachhead. And the reward in this is the Normandy, which is a frigate. And I am super crazy excited to see that. I am totally a freighter and a frigate guy. So this is like, oh my God, I'm so glad they're doing this. Now I have to confess that I did check out a couple of videos before going live tonight. And what I have learned so far is that what they did do, Hello Games did in this particular expedition, is they changed around the milestones. So it's not the exact same expedition. It's not that retro, sorry, I got to adjust the mic here a little bit, not that retro expedition that it was way back when they introduced it originally. So the milestones are going to be different than it was if you did play the original expedition. This is not going to be the same thing. However, that's fine. I did not play the original expedition, and hold on, let me just go ahead and watch this while I'm babbling on, so that we can get going with it. Beginning the expedition will start a new journey and place you upon an unknown world. Reach the space anomaly to retrieve your stored equipment. You may switch freely between your expedition and primary saves at any time. Do you wish to continue? Yes, I do. Oh, and I should definitely drop in hello and happy Friday, everybody. Hello. I hope everybody has had a great week, and we have a long weekend coming up this weekend, which is fantastic. And I hope everybody has plans and is going to go out and do great things and have a lot of fun. I'm certainly going to try to myself as well. But anyway, getting back to this, as I've just launched the new expedition, which I was super excited to see, didn't expect it, and here it is. So again, what I understand is that this expedition is going to focus on the freighters, and as well finding the frigate. And I believe there's going to be some fishing milestones in there as well. So this looks like it's going to be a hodgepodge of new and old. But again, the rewards is really the thing I'm looking for. Like that Normandy frigate is something that I've been yearning for, and I've said so many times in my streams before, like, oh boy, I really hope that they redo some of the older expeditions, because newer players and myself who didn't participate in it at the time didn't really get the opportunity to, or didn't choose to do this expedition and get the reward from it. Oh, hey, look, expedition initialized, completed. Expedition 2, Redo Beachhead, first contact. Love it. And again, this is not going to be the same expedition as it was when it initially released. But let's check it out. So, community expeditions. The expedition has begun. The expedition tab will show you your progress through the journey, much like all the previous expeditions, or the more recent ones, I should say. Complete milestones to earn rewards. Complete all the milestones in a phase for a special exclusive items. View progress in the expeditions page, which we'll do for sure. Earn exclusive rewards by completing milestones. Complete milestones in any order. Follow a path through the galaxy to each of the rendezvous points to earn large rewards. Exclusive expedition rewards can be accessed on any save. The save will remain playable while when the expedition ends. Excellent. But I'm playing off of my main save. I don't generally start new saves to play through the expeditions. I like to all be in just one. But, to each their own. Anyway, let's get started. So, wait a second. Oh, where am I? Okay. So it's starting me right off the bat on the bridge of my freighter, and I have the rebuilt Nadeta 4 So it's an Explorer class ship, and it's kind of garbagey, but that's okay. So we're not starting off like totally loaded. What's this? A C-class, the Silent Nano Atomizer. All right. This is kind of cool. So we're not starting off with our like on a planet somewhere in the middle of nowhere with our ship just trashed somewhere, and we have to go ahead and fix it. And I had sort of some of the stocks that I planned for was to do that, so I'm pleasantly surprised already. Excellent. There we go. And our freighter. Ooh. This is a system freighter, and this little guy is one of the smallest ones I've ever seen. However, if you check out the headstock on this thing, right up in here, this is the one that I tend to notice on some of the other system freighters, or freighters in general, because it reminds me of the bridges of the Separatist ships from the Star Wars Clone Wars. But check this out. All right off the bat, we do have some problems. Apparently, our freighter is kind of beat up. So we're going to need some antimatter and antimatter housing. All right. What else are we going to need here? Our matter beam is also busted up. So we're going to need to get some stuff to fix up our freighter. So hopefully we'll be able to just summon the space anomaly, but let's check it out. All right. So again, we just launched into the Expedition 2 redo in No Man's Sky, and just starting checking out what it is starting us with. So we start out with this completely garbage freighter, which is totally cool. At a C-class multi-tool. So it's instead of starting off, like I was just saying, I'm going to repeat myself because I love doing that. Instead of starting off on a planet in the middle of nowhere with a crashed ship, we are starting off with some stuff, which is great. Oh, and cool. All right, so we even have the personal refiner. Excellent. Well, let's check out the milestones first before we start just running off to fix everything. All right, Phase 1. Milestone, all hands on deck. Repair critical freighter systems. Yep. I see that. So I guess we are going to have to right away repair our freighter, which is fine. But let's just take a quick look across the whole phase to see take a look ahead. Away team, set foot on land. So we're going to have to fly down to a planet, discover 3 creatures. So we're going to have to do a little bit of scanning. Construct an orbital exocraft materializer. So again, like already up to the 4th milestone before we're going to have to start building things on our freighter. Engage warp. Use a freighter to warp to the next system. Ooh, I love it. All right. And what do we have here? Super cargo. Construct a storage room. So right off the bat, we're looking at building up our freighter. Well, let's just take a quick look a little farther ahead here to see what else we have here. Milestone, Phase 2, Milestone 1, all hands on deck. Construct a scanner room. So far, even into Phase 2, it's not asking us to go to another system. So it looks like we're going to be in here for at least 1 to 2 of the phases. We don't need to travel to another system yet. So Farseer, construct a scanner room. Interstellar rescue, come to the aid of a stranded life form. Interesting. See, I wonder how that's going to work out. I think that having the scanner in an exocraft will allow you the potential, in your Minotaur, will allow you the potential to find a crashed ship with a pilot there. That might be the kind of thing that they're referring to there. Don't know yet. We'll have to see. And let's see, the engine of life. Discover 13 plants. Okay. So like most of the previous expeditions, we're going to have to do some scanning. And that's fine. Pilgrim. Explore on foot. 2,500 units. That might be the kind of thing where we are all the way out into like Phase 4 or 5 before we pop that one, which is fine. Now, I generally like to go in chronological order with the milestones, but there's a certain amount of flexibility you can have with that. Fallen Giants. Explore a freighter crash site. Excellent. And again, as you can see, the rewards on these are building up. Like, okay, the Supreme Scanner System upgrade, the Salvage Hyperdrive upgrade, Salvage Fleet Beacon, Salvage Fleet Fuel Unit. So these are all upgrades to your freighters, which is pretty cool. Catch 5 uncommon fish from ice worlds. Excellent. So as early on as the second phase, we're seeing milestones that are coming from more recent updates in the game, which is pretty cool. What's this one? Rendezvous 2. Okay, so at the end of the second phase, we're finally moving now to another system. Very excellent. All right. Phase 3. All hands on deck. The Aviator. Pilot your ship 100,000 units. That doesn't seem like that's so out of the realm of possibility in this game. Grand Tour. Photograph different environments. this one's kind of wonky in the sense that I could just predict that in past expeditions, when you've had to take a photograph, you have to just make sure that you use the tools inside the game, not the system tools to take a screenshot, but inside the game, go into camera mode and take a picture in that way. The air we breathe. Construct a double cultivation chamber. That is, again, a room that you build on your freighter. Cool. Destroy asteroids. Okay. That's not a problem. Again, one of those sort of continuous things. Find an asteroid field, keep shooting until you ring the bell there. Collect the rewards. Called by the stars. Complete fleet expeditions. 3 of them. That seems pretty doable. One thing I didn't do is I didn't bring a whole lot of backup money into this particular expedition, so that might be a little bit of a problem. Usually I'm like, I have so much money that it's not a problem to buy frigates, but it might be a problem here. We'll see. Chart waypoints. Okay. And the reward is Nautilian advanced equipment blueprints and submarine drive upgrades. So apparently we're going to be heading underwater at some point for some stuff here, which is fine. Rendezvous 3. So at the end of phase 3, we'll be heading out to our 3rd location. All right, jumping out to phase 4. What have we got here? A linguophile. Learns 6 alien words. Okay, seems easy enough. Cross affinity. Wait a minute, let me say that correctly. Across infinity. Construct a teleport chamber. Again, this is going to be constructed on your freighter. Excellent. Nameless history. Discover 1 ancient ruin. That should not be a problem. That is something I have done so many times. But again, that requires scanner equipment, and I'm guessing that if we're going to be using the Nautilian, that I'm thinking to the sonar. I'm not sure if that can actually discover ancient ruins, but we'll see. We have options. Essentially, your exocraft is where you're going to, the different types of exocraft that you have is where you're going to be using the scanners to find the different types of ancient ruins or alien monoliths or things of that nature. So we'll cross that bridge when we burn it. Moving on. One man's treasure. Dig up buried items. Okay. So you see the little icon there, little gold sort of base plate facing downwards. That's the icon you'll be looking for. So if at any point in time through this, if I see any of those, I just got to remember I need 3 of them. So go after them if I happen to be close. Discover systems. Discover star systems. 8. Now, interestingly, unless this puts us someplace way out in the universe, I found that a lot of people during these expeditions have already discovered a lot of the local star systems, so that might be kind of a hustle out into the fringes of wherever it puts us. We'll see. Or maybe there's a black hole nearby. We can just jump far away. We'll see. Quantum foam. Earn nanites. Ooh, 4,500. I see. All right. Well, that might take a little time, too. I didn't bring enough technologies to get us up to 4,500, but if we can get some money up, we can go to a pirate system, perhaps. And that's a pretty easy way to get a fair amount of nanites. Or if we find some mold. Well, we'll see. Rendezvous 4. That'll bring us to the next point along our path. And the final phase. Reach the final rendezvous. Well, wait a minute. Is that like I'm doing 2 jumps in a row there? Reach the 4th rendezvous. Yep. Reach the final rendezvous, rendezvous 5. Apparently, we're just going to go boom, boom from rendezvous to rendezvous, but I'm guessing there's going to be some distance there because we're going to need to cover some ground to make some of the other milestones. All right. Then there's whatever that says. Can I click on it? No. All right. So apparently this is still locked or something like that. And it's giving, and that's the same for the next bunch of them. So whatever those are, we won't know until we get there. Milestone encrypted. Fair enough. We won't know what those are. And then the final one is where it tallies the whole, and you get the big reward. This is gonna, which is fantastic. You get to see your rating and how well you stacked up against other people. So again, we are looking down the milestones of the new expedition, Expedition 2 Redo Beachhead, which is super exciting, unexpected, and here it is, right on the heels of the Cryptic expedition. So things are definitely chugging right along. Fantastic. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get started here. And that's going to be repair critical freighter systems. Now, to do that, you have to be on your freighter, which I am. I don't know if you actually have to be on it. Really, you have to scroll over to the freighter menu, and up in here where your technologies are, if you're new to the game, what you're looking for is these guys here that are flashing with the red with the little exclamation points, and it's going to see if you hover over it. This technology is critically damaged. Now, I can start pinning this, meaning that when you click on it, those 3 components, you need to fix it. If you have any of them, you can click on it, and it'll pin those 250 in. So I'm still going to need antimatter and an antimatter housing, but I don't have anything really in my inventory to make that stuff. At least I don't think I do. Let's see if I can do it. Nah, I didn't think so. Condensed carbon. Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can get to the space anomaly where I do have a bunch of that stuff. I think that would be my best bet. Let's see here. I have plenty of room in my personal inventory, so which isn't so bad. Let's do it. So hopefully my ship is in good shape, even though it's a ship type I don't highly approve of, but that's all right. Yikes. That stands out. I don't have anything good to say about that. It's ugly, but that's not my ship. This thing is like a little toaster. Just wow. I now realize how spoiled I am sometimes. Alrighty. I've never seen that before. It bounces me over one. Aw. Will it let me summon the space anomaly? It will not. What is up with that? Do I need to go to a different star system first? That has been the case in other expeditions. So let's just keep on keeping on here and see what happens. First off, let's just go to the starbase and the local system, wherever it is. I really should have checked wherever it is that we are. It'd be so cool if they actually started us in a different galaxy, like if we weren't in Euclid. That'd be really helpful for like newer players, especially if it's someplace like way out there. That would be so cool. I wonder. But while I'm wondering, I'm going to check over here at the trade terminal, see if I can't find any of the stuff that I need to fix my freighter. You know, being stuck out in the middle of wherever it is that I am, the dead freighter, isn't that helpful. All right, and how much money? And I have no money. Oh, that's brilliant. Boy, that was a stupid thing to do, not bringing any stuff. All right, that's great. It's not going to let me sell anything out of my inventory, so I don't have. I have. Boy. Oh goodness. All right, Houston, we have a wee bit of a problem here. So we have no money. So, all right. We really are starting the game off with nothing. Let me just triple check that. I have some stuff in my freighter. Did I actually have the stuff? I don't. All right. Yeah, see, it's the wire. All right, the wiring looms. Am I just being dumb? I just might be. Either way, I don't have everything that I need to fix the whole business here. Which one is this? This is the atmospheric control unit. If I had the hyperdrive up, I could. All right. So, I need to be able to make some money to be able to buy some stuff. To fix my freighter. Boy. All right. However, I think I want to test one theory because it's just going to make my life a whole lot easier if I do this and it works. And that is I'm going to jump. I'm just going to jump to one system away. Where am I first? Galactic core Euclid, 719,000 light years from the core. So it didn't start us in a different galaxy, but that's okay. Oh, no hyperdrive installed. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, all right, I get you. Fine. So we're really starting from scratch here. Boy. Okay. Do we have a scanner? We do. Vile brood, copper, pyrite, silver. Huh. It's over here. Got some bases too. Now that could be helpful, especially if somebody has something, a boiling planet. High sentinel activity, that's still not red. I'm gonna go check out this guy's base, see if he's producing anything. That might just be helpful. And selenium is certainly helpful and sellable. Copper is helpful and sellable. Phosphorus, sodium. Hopefully we'll be able to get the things that we need. Since we can check on this, just to triple check, what are we actually looking for wiring? So we really need money. And let's see here, antimatter. Mostly need money for right now. So we need to mine up some stuff and sell it. Now, I could go back and sell the stuff on my freighter. Probably be the smart thing to do, but hey, why do the smart thing? Part of it is just really to try to enjoy the experience. Oh my god, what the heck? There we go. And his base is just a simple base. All right, groovy. Over here we can get stuff. So let's take a land. Ah, this is really pretty. I like it. And we have to scan stuff, so let's scan stuff. Well, now, I can make a little bit of money scanning stuff, so we'll do that too. Because again, we don't need a huge away team. Excellent. Maybe I'll get some money from this. So, milestone complete, away team. Excellent. What do we get for the reward of that? Connect reward, signal booster, surge battery, Minotaur geobay, Minotaur combat deployment set. Okay. Surge battery times 3. I guess I should build a Minotaur. It seems like the thing to do. All right. Can I actually pick that thing up if I want to? I do not believe so. All right. That's fine. Minotaur. Hey, excellent. I probably have like no engine or something like that, right? Nope. Like, oh, here. Got an engine. That's good. And it's at full power, which is great. Okay. But I can't see. There we go. But I actually don't really need that right now. I do need more money. Doing the expedition, and I didn't bring everything. I can't get to the anomaly quite yet, so I need some stuff. I need to repair my freighter, which is damaged. And I don't have enough money to buy a wiring loom. And I didn't have enough stuff. I can't get to another system, and I can't summon the space anomaly yet. So, yeah, here I am. The Expedition 2 redo. Man, check that out. Look at the textures on those plants. Oh, you know, like rabbit holes, they are so easy to go down. But that is really pretty. That is super cool. And we might as well scan it, get a little bit of money for that too while we're at it. And that guy too. And we're just going to have to kill him because he's just a pain. And I always end up stepping on those things. Alright, and just keep on mining stuff. Always need to mine stuff in the expeditions. You know, I really do enjoy the experience. It's almost like starting over in a way. Each time you do the expedition, so it kind of tests your skills. And you know, not always the best at these things, so it's always good to sort of brush up. Again, I can't get to my locker yet at the space anomaly, so I'm kind of roughing it out here in the wilds. This kind of crazy irradiated planet, which is really pretty, gotta say. No two doubts about that. And I'm just literally blasting stuff. I'm using my mining beam right now just to try to get some materials going so that I can go back to the space station and buy a wiring loom and start getting the repairs done on my freighter. I like to do, when I do the expeditions, I like to do the milestones in chronological order for the most part. I know it's not always possible, and they did structure this one a little bit differently than they do the others. So a little bit more, keeping you, for example, in the starting system, you don't have to go to a rendezvous point until the end of the second phase, which is kind of cool. But I think that they're intentionally trying to slow us down a little bit. Like, okay, they want us to work on our freighters. Maybe the point is trying to say that everything you really need is actually in each system if you look hard enough to find it. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, hello everybody that's watching. Have any of you started or played through this expedition yet? The newest expedition, Expedition 2, Review, Beachhead. Again, you know, it's. I did not play the original Expedition 2, Beachhead, but from what I understand, this is nothing like it, and I can certainly say I can understand why, in the sense that they're using different aspects in the milestones that are from newer updates in the game. So I think that's kind of cool, especially because, well, I don't know. I think there's a lot of value in having the actual retro game. I think that would be a lot of fun to play the original Expedition the way it was made originally. But I also think that for newer players and for myself, you know, who didn't play the Expedition, this is totally fine because we still get to get the Normandy in the end, which is really the big thing. All right, now it's always good to get some dihydrogen going on here. Sure, we're going to need that for something. But antimatter, that's going to be a thing in the antimatter containment units because I'm going to have to try to be able to get out of the star system, and I'm going to have to be able to do that by resourcing stuff, not by getting to my locker at the space anomaly. So, for example, these are the things I need. I need to be able to afford a wiring loom. And these things, antimatter housing, magnetic resonator, and another 5 wiring looms. I stopped blasting because there's a sentinel hanging out right there, and I'm pretty sure that I am so ill-equipped in this expedition that he would probably be able to toast me. Yeah, that's no good. So let's head back towards my ship. And the Minotaur. Because right away off the first, like the landing party, milestone, you get the Minotaur, which is great. But I don't really need him right now. What I need to do is be able to get to there we go, sodium, yeah, starbase, and buy a couple of wiring looms and get my freighter fixed up. And again, scanning stuff always helps. I wish I could get to if I could get to my stuff. I did pack up some of illegal technologies that will give me extra credits for scanning stuff, which is very, very cool. Oh, wait, that critter, scanio. I must scan you. There we go, biological entities. And again, every expedition, you definitely want to start them off by doing a lot of the resourcing. Do I even have a terrain manipulator on this thing? I do. All right. How close are you? You're close enough. Let's go take a look at you. No, cannot alter terrain, no edit terrain permission? I'm on somebody's base here? That's messed up. That is so messed up. Why isn't that working? Alright, let's just get back to our mining beam. Oh, look, and I also have to learn some alien words, and right off the bat, there's one. Like I was saying before, like I think that everything that we actually need is around. It just takes some time to look for it all and find it. There we go. So, learning a new word. This is one of the milestones, because if you bounce backwards in the stream a little bit, I did read through them all. And this is one of them. You have to learn, I think it was 3 or 6 new words. The name Korvax floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. The Korvax word for Korvax. Excellent. I guess you got to start somewhere. What's that? Oh, that's that dude's base. All right. You know what? I'm just going to go check it out because I'm here and I can. Why not? We'll say hi. Give him a little shout out. Alert her base. Last edited by Scooty Puff Jr. So hello, Scooty Puff Jr. Yes, we have come along, and this is Dad's Gone Bad Gaming saying hi. You have Sentinel friends. Mm-hmm. Let's step inside. Oh, that's cool. We'll heal up a little bit while we're sitting inside here. He's got a nice plant. I like your plant. He decorates like I decorate. My buildings are so Spartan inside, it's crazy. You know, I think they're going to have to stop coming out with all these updates so I can get some time in and just work on my own base. Kayamite. I might. I don't know. Let's blast it. Pure ferrite. Excellent. And carbon. I'm sure I'm going to need a little bit of all that. And I really got to brush up on how you make antimatter, because I think that's one of the things that I have to make. So, thermal protection falling. I am listening. I am aware of that. All right. So, can I even make it, or am I going to have to learn how to make antimatter? Antimatter, chromatic metal, and condensed carbon. Boy. All right. So more carbon, condensed matter. Chromatic metal. All right. That's going to be a thing. Let's look around and see if there's anything here, metal, that I can grind up to make chromatic metal, not phosphorus, not wheat, copper. Copper. I need you. That's one of the things I'm going to need. All right. Let's do it. So I guess it takes a little while to kind of get up and running with this. Well, that's cool. Like, another thing that's just notable, like if you, like when the original Expedition 2 came out, something that's sort of a talking point here as I'm walking along, the planets were not so developed as they are now. So this is a much different experience now visually, as I get hung up on everything here. I should be scanning stuff. I guess I already scanned all these guys. Oh, no. It's just such a better experience. I mean, this is so much more of a game than it was when the initial Expedition 2 originally came out. I should blast this stuff too. And we need to recharge our mining beam. Thankfully, we've already found a fair amount of carbon. All right, I'm just getting impatient, so I'm just going to move my way on up here. Are these actually a thing? No, that's just a terrain feature. Okay. Pretty planet, though. I do like this planet. I find that the irradiated planets in general... Wait. Right. Eeks. The thing... Oh, yeah, copper. Yeah, right here. All right. Please don't tell me I can't do this. Oh, wait. And another thing with your mining beam, if you hold it on, if you tap your bumpers, you can change the size. You see that circle there? If you make it smaller, it mines slower, but you get more out of it when you're mining. So it's sort of like, you go slower, but you get a greater amount of the copper from your mine. If you have it in that big, wide open focus thing, it goes faster, which is great, but you don't get as much stuff. So smaller, tighter focus, more stuff. Better mining efficiency, I should say, but it goes slower, which makes sense. A lot more stuff, got to go slower. But we're doing this so that we can make some chromatic metal. And again, the expedition did start us off with the personal refiner, which I thought was cool. So they, like in past expeditions, you'd have to kind of go a few milestones in before you would get a personal refiner, or you'd have to make a portable refiner and use it that way. So I'm glad that Hello Games is I put that in here right off the top. Like, this is really cool in this expedition because it's a different starting point than the past ones. You know, you really are starting on a freighter already. You already have a ship. You already have a multi-tool. And now right away you get your first exocraft, which is pretty cool. So again, let me just do a little more mining, and then I'll make sure that that beam is nice and tight so you're getting as much as you can out of this. Because it is a limited amount of copper here, and I think it is 2 copper for 1 chromatic metal. And thermal protection folding. Woohoo! Just keep on grinding away here. So, oh, that plant! You must die! You must die! That's one of those carnivorous. Oh, I can't apparently shoot him with a terrain manipulator. Too bad. He deserves it. But I always end up stepping on those things. I always bite my feet. Never see them. Anyway, I'm just complaining because those things, they look the same on every planet, even though they have different names, so you can scan them on different worlds. But the model is very similar on each one. And just because he's bothering me, I have to shoot him. Yes. Oh, the scatter blaster is such garbage. All right. And let's continue, again, keeping the beam small so that we mine as much as we can. And we need to fix our freighter, which I will get to show you that again in a second, so that everybody's watching isn't like, hey, dude, we're just sitting here mining copper over and over. Yeah, I know, but there's a purpose to it, I swear. Keeps you moving. Keeps the milestone moving forward. And thankfully no sentinels have come by and stuck their nose into my business, which is great. I think I got most of the copper out of this thing. All right, let's get that personal refiner chugging along. So we get back over to our exosuit, and it did give us our personal refiner, which is great. Let's throw a bunch of copper in it. I think we have to fuel it up too, which is fine. Thankfully we have some carbon already. Let's see, that's how you make the chromatic metal. It's going to take about 1.5 minutes to pump out about as much as I think we're going to need, 250. Let's see if that's really going to be enough. Oh, no, wait, yeah, we need the chromatic metal to make these. All right, I'm looking at the wrong thing here, and I'm only coming over here because I have more slots, and it's just easier to see. Antimatter, chromatic metal, yes, we should have enough to make a fair amount of that. The condensed carbon, we can certainly zip out some of that as well. And we're going to need the antimatter housing, which we can already make some of those. So let's go ahead and do that, because we're going to need a couple. And what are we missing to make the next one? We are missing oxygen. All right, so we need some more oxygen. So while that thing is grinding away, let's go get some more plants. Oh, wait, and there's something there that we haven't identified, so let's do that. See if you have any oxygen in you. You do not. Oh, but check it out. Check it out. So this particular element here, which is a whole bunch of these little guys around, does have chromatic metal in it. So let's switch over to our mining beam. So I guess that would have saved us a little bit of a headache there, but we need to get over to the plants again. Unidentified plant. We'll identify you before we hose you. And that has carbon, which is great. That's what we're looking for. And those burn up pretty quick, which also means that we're not getting that much carbon from each one. Did we scan you already? Yeah, your pulpy roots. Carbon and oxygen from him. And I've noticed in the background that my, lousy aim here. And we'll take that thing too. Come on. All right. And just continue to mine up everything that we can pretty much get our hands on. And it looks to me like on this planet, at least, a fair amount of the minerals here, the stones, have chromatic metal in them. So if you were going to be patient, you want to go the patient way. Hold on. I apparently scanned this one, although it has a brother that looks just like him. Oh, this one has dihydrogen in them, too. Excellent. Oops, sorry. Cut myself halfway off there. Boop. All right. Let's see if we have enough to finish up. So we go into here and we get that chromatic metal out that we need. And we need to deal with that heat damage that we're taking right now. That's not good. Now, all right, apparently we can't do a whole lot about that heat damage. So let's get out of here. Get back to our ship. Whoa. Let's get past all that. I like to tap my way through when I'm flying. I should say flying, yeah, using the jetpack. I like to tap my way through that so that when you're coming down, you just don't land too hard or else you're going to take a bunch of damage. So fall for a little while, conserve your fuel, and then land. Give it a little tap right at the end. Oh, check it out. Love it. So apparently I'm guessing that the rocks that have the dihydrogen in them, like this one right here, or the chromatic metal, I should say, have that sort of almost like bluey, cool kind of look to them. I don't know if there's really any correlation to it, but this one, for example, has more, the sodium and the ferrite dust has a yellower look to it. I guess that makes some sense. Probably could use some sodium, so we'll grab a little bit of that too. And we're not going to kill any of the critters. Again, we probably need more actual oxygen than carbon at this point. We've been getting a lot of carbon. So, back here, which is great. He's got oxygen, so let's just go after him. But see how it says carbon first and then oxygen second. Sorry, I can't talk there. That means that it's going to be, the oxygen is a secondary or a subordinate element that we're getting off the plant. So see, we only got 3 for that great big huge plant. We didn't get a lot. So even though it seems like there's a lot of oxygen around here, there really isn't. Isn't that much. let's analyze that while we're at it. There we go. All right, so what don't we have here? We don't have the condensed carbon. Well, we do have a fair amount of carbon, so let's go ahead and throw that. Oh, come on, stop. There we go. Pick it up. We'll take half of it. If you tap on like square on the PlayStation, it will cut in half the stack that you're moving. And then you can just drop that right in. Like that. And we are close to having antimatter. So we might actually be able to get our freighter fixed up pretty quick here. I don't know. We'll see. It's not going to take that long. Thankfully, they're not trying to, completely punish us with these ridiculous tasks. It's not impossible to do them, which is great. All right, so let's get back over here. Now look at that. Bang. We can make some antimatter. We're going to need a few of those, so let's make a few of those. Dang it. I'm getting hurt again. Let's get over to my ship. We can do this all in the safety and comfort of our hazard-protected spaceship. So let's just do that. All right. And we're going to need to be also the wiring looms. Forgot about that. One more antimatter housing. And two magnetic resonators. All right. Can we make another housing yet? No. Why can't we? What do we need? More oxygen. Oxygen, darn it. Yeah, as I was saying, oxygen is a little bit difficult to find here. All right, so let's try the magnetic resonator. What do we need for that? Do we even have that? Oh, do I not even know how to make it? I guess I'm going to have to buy it. Okay. All right. So we need just a little bit more oxygen. That's our thing. Coming back over. And we need to get to the space station. So let's do that. I think at this point I might have enough stuff. I might be able to sell enough to get the stuff I need to fix the freighter, finish up that actual first milestone. All right, there's the freighter. And again, I really like the starting point on this expedition. It doesn't start you off just alone, and your ship's all busted up somewhere on the planet, and you're just kind of like, oh my god, I'm in the middle of nowhere with nothing. So they do start you off with some stuff. So you get a freighter, a multi-tool, a starship, obviously the basics. Oh, that was a little ridiculous. Well, that's not my freighter. What is up with that? It just moved my freighter over there. Okay. Just don't ask. Just don't ask. Holy glitch, Batman. But that's apparently the system freighter in this system, or the capital freighter over there that we just saw. It's a Venator, the smallest of them all. But I am most interested in getting back to... No, why am I going to my freighter? I need to go to the starbase there. Dad's Gone Bad has had this whole thing about sometimes, I lose my place, lose track. Part of getting old. Anyway, here we go. Rolling on in. And I've only completed one milestone so far. Fantastic. Anyway, again, I hope everybody's doing well. And let's hop out. And let's check it out. So again, we need a few things, and hopefully now we have enough to sell that we can get what we need to be able to repair our freighter. And let's just triple check to make sure that we are really looking at the right stuff. I need one wiring loom for that. I need 5 for that, so that's 6 wiring looms. I need 6 wiring looms, and I need 2 magnetic resonators. That'll be where we start. So, wiring looms. I need 6 of them. Oh my god, look at how expensive they are. Oh my god. Blah. That sucks. Okay. Wow. All right. So there's that. Apparently I'm not going to be able to do that. My god, 80,000 for a wiring loom? Wow. Yuck. All right. So that puts a huge damper on things here. Not just a little damper, a huge damper. Dang it. All right. Well, I'm going to sell what I got that I can. Because that's what we're going to do. Silicate powder, don't need any of that. Oxygen, I need all of that. Surge batteries, I don't really know how much this I can even really sell. I mean, I kind of need it. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a little difficult. Meaty chunks, don't need those. Need that dihydrogen. No, I need it all. That sucks. All right, let's dial back in here. Since it's going to clearly take me a little while to be able to do this, which is going to be repair critical freighter systems. Yeah, and I can't summon the anomaly, which sucks. All right. If I can't do it, I can't do it. I can repair some of the systems. Now, hold on a sec. Let's take a closer look at that. Maybe I'm making a big deal out of this, and I shouldn't. Maybe there's... Calm down. We can do this. The wiring loom I can't do. The made matter beam, but I can get the hyperdrive up without the wiring loom. Okay, so that's the deal. So I just need one more antimatter housing. What do I need for that? I think it's just 10 oxygen, right? Antimatter housing. Right, I just need 10 oxygen. Now, I know from the past experiences you're not going to be able to buy oxygen on a space station. The other traders don't carry it. It's never for sale there. You know what? I'll just see if I can prove myself wrong just this one time. But I know I'm not wrong. Well, let's talk. Let's talk business. Coffee talk. All right, what do you got? Offer to trade. What do you have, my friend? The wiring looms are still stupid expensive. Lemium, solar mirror, copper, tritium, platinum. Well, that's cool. I mean, he has stuff, but otherwise, no oxygen-related products whatsoever, I must say. Fine. I'm going to have to go get it myself. Do it the hard way. Where the heck's my ship? There it is. Jesus. All right. Moving on. Hurricane Max has left the system. So what I need to do is get oxygen. I was there before. I wasn't particularly happy with the amount of oxygen I was finding around. So let's try to take a look at some of the other planets in the system. Life-incompatible planet sounds to me like it's probably not going to have a whole lot of oxygen, if I had to guess. Let's see, a windswept planet. Cactus flesh sounds like there's probably going to be oxygen there. So let's see if we have any better luck here. And interestingly, the silver deposits, because silver is something that, generally speaking, you need to build a lot of the modules on the freighters. So like I was saying before, I think the stuff that we need in the need for some of the early milestones are actually in the starting system. You just really have to look around for them. And so there's a certain amount of, okay, you got to be a little savvy. You got to think this one through, I guess. Again, I didn't go looking at the different videos that people have already put out, like, this is exactly how you do every step. I don't know. I like kind of facing these things with that sort of explorer mentality of, like, I don't want to, not too many, not too many spoilers or that kind of thing. But all right, let's see what we got here. Some dude wants to talk. Maybe he wants to trade. Let's see what he's got. Certainly doesn't speak any word that I know, so it completely reset my language base. Although their speech is garbled and confusing, the trader's meaning is clear. Examine cargo manifest. No oxygen type stuff whatsoever. Well, and I can't even afford it. I can't afford anything anyway. I have no stuff. See? But I need oxygen badly. So, okay, you go away. You go away now. And we're going here. We will continue our quest. There should be oxygen on this planet. Let's find out. Looks pretty gray from up here, but that doesn't mean that there isn't life on it. That doesn't mean there isn't oxygen down there. So we shall see. It's kind of knocking me around a little bit when I'm coming down through the atmosphere. I was noticing that on the other planet, too. Well, you know, this is as good as any. Let's go ahead and land. I like the topography. Very hilly. Very cool. All right. Actually, I want to just check to make sure. Okay, yep. I wasn't sure if my mic was working or not, but it is, so that's good. Let's hop out. And scan stuff. Always scan stuff. I need money badly in this game. And I mean super badly. And my scanner apparently is garbage, or there's just really not a lot of anything here. Come on, give me some oxygen. Nope. Nope. Carbon, but no oxygen. And my thermal protection is falling. It's buried cash. That's cool. Come on, folks. All right, so these guys have oxygen in them, but they're not a lot. It's a secondary aspect, but I only need 20 to build the thing, and it looks like there's a whole bunch of these here. So let's start just hosing these things down. Come on, there we go. It's almost like like you're out in the desert, you're just trying to squeeze some water out of the, the plants. Not that anybody spent any time in the desert, but I certainly hope you don't have to actually do that unless you're, prepared for surviving in the desert. But that's a whole different thing. One thing I am noticing about this particular world, it has a wind audio going on that's really interesting in the background there. Usually I only hear wind audio like that when there's a storm brewing. But this just seems to be a wind, the wind-swept planet definitely has the wind-swept sound. I like it. All right, I think we need to go down that way. What are you? More oxygen, we'll take it. We need it. Come on, give me some oxygen. 3. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's all carbon. Oh, and oxygen, yay. All right, we'll take it. Pops really quick, though, so probably not a lot. Yeah, see, the bluey looking cactusy things, those are only carbon, and that's really the predominant plant I'm seeing. Let's see if I can't find others. How about you? No, carbon. Well, these blue leaf fellers. Maybe they have something going on. Condensed carbon. Helpful, but not what I'm actually looking for. Not this thing. That might be two different... I think that's two different things. Kind of fused together there. Oh no, it's taking forever to... There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Two different elements. Who knew? All right, let's do it. Pure ferrite, we'll take it. Again, we need everything. We are so poor. Nope. Looking for oxygen. Some critters that are, the plants that are actually brownish in color seem to have some oxygen in them. How are we doing on oxygen, by the way? Oxygen, 120. Okay, we can actually stop for a minute here. And I think we can make the second one, right? Hey, there we go. Okay, so then we can come over here, and we're not close enough to fix it. But we will be able to... Oh, I guess we can fix it from here. Okay, let's do it. Yay! All right, so it comes down to wiring looms and more antimatter and a magnetic resonator, and I can't get to the anomaly to learn it. It kind of sucks. Oh, and all that oxygen that I don't really have a lot of, I'm burning up. All right, Let's get a little more.
Uh,
Oh, that